Linda's here. Lee's here. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
There they are.
Okay.
Linda is ready. She's ready to play to create with you guys. I'm so sorry. There was a scheduling conflict and miscommunication on my end. So,
Oh,
Linda, what are
Susan,
you creating tonight?
we're gonna work with the new club kit. Lee's still not getting comments on there because there's something
I'm
we can
still
do.
backstage yet, so how do I go to get in? I don't have nothing to go live on it.
Oh, okay. Did you log in, Lee? Here, I'll
He's
call you on that while Linda gets going. How about that? And I'll call you on the phone.
Okay, well that'll work. All right, so I can just go ahead and go creating, right?
Yep, go green.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna a little bit different. Some of you guys know this new kit has beautiful templates, easy to work with, and it's called Treehouse. Now, I personally have never had a tree house. We've had trees that have been down from a storm, and we've made our own little fort treehouse kind of out of that before it got cleaned up. But when I saw these templates, it reminded me of my home where I grew up. And this happens to be it. This was actually taken in 1982. And it was just a simple 2-story house with a front porch. My dad had a 3-car garage that he built out of cinder blocks. Behind over here on the house, there was a little shed, and then there was a 2-seater outhouse. So that was kind of where I grew up at, in cornfields on all 3 sides of us most of the time. But then they would alternate and they would do pigs. So yeah, we were a farm life, but never really did the farming thing. But anyway, this reminded me of my home, and my thing for tonight, and this one I'm going to show you. I'm going to eventually do a waterfall, but I typed up on my phone in the notes. You guys have known that I print from my notes sometimes. It works really good if you have an iPhone, but it's going to be called Forever a Memory. And I just typed up some of the things that I remember as a child. So here's what I want you to do. Have you stopped to think about where your life began and the childhood you experienced? So I'm going to challenge you guys to do a layout using your memory on your childhood in your home and how it was an experience for you. So that's what we're going to do tonight. But I do have a few little pictures that I'm going to incorporate with it. So let's get started here. I love the tree. In fact, I was telling Lee while we are waiting to get on, I'm going to use this sometimes to do something different. Okay, you're going to have to stay tuned to that, but it has something to do with an animal. Okay. All right. So the templates that they say to use is featuring. You can use the thank you kit, ovals, any mini border, and tweaked. I'm not going to use the ovals, but I picked Mini Riley for my minis, okay? Love these. So I'm going to put one here. Now these pictures are odd size, so I don't have the templates to do that. So I'm just going to create with my photos. All right, so here is the garage that my dad built, and this little burning barrel right here. We'll tell you some really cool stories on that. But we're going to use these tree.
Hey, Linda, can I jump in really fast?
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Let's fix your screen. I can't see your full 2-page layout. I'm sorry. I should have stopped that at the beginning. Hopefully it doesn't get finicky. I know it gets nervous when you play with it.
Is that better?
Make sure everybody slide your thing down. It looks like I can't
That
see
way?
the top of your thing. Yep, just a little bit. Oh, back a little. Better. Okay. And if you want to rotate your mat down on the right, it will be straighter.
Rotate the mat?
Or you could see the whole layout. We could just leave it as that.
Okay.
It looks good. Leave it. Don't touch it.
I'm low on the tree side.
Touch it.
Don't touch it. Okay.
It looks good. And I will just say, since I jumped on anyways, I love your challenge inspired by the name of the kit for the childhood memories. It's so thoughtful. I love it. Deeply meaningful.
Good. So you don't have to have a tree house to do these. We can use our templates. And I saw it from one of the other designers. They used all 4 of these templates. So I'm going to do the same thing. May not be in the same exact order, but I love how they incorporated it. So we're just going to take these and pop them behind. Now on mine, on the PDF, if you guys have that, you'll notice that I used vellum on part of it. And I love the softness that vellum creates on a layout. So, but we're just going to create using right here, just like that. Okay. So we've got our mini borders. And all right, so I'm going to show you another one. So this was the back of the house. This had a little porch on here. And inside that porch was a water pump. And we could pump fresh water from the well right there on the back porch. So we didn't have to rely on anybody for our water because it was already right there. All right, so this is going to go here. And this is the side, this is a cinder block garage that my dad made. And there was a clothesline that went all the way across there, almost to the to the garden, and then all the way back up to the front of the garage. And here's that little shed, and there's the two-seater outhouse. And I'll tell you about a story on that here coming up. Because that was quite fun. All right, I'm gonna put this here, I think. And then this happens to be what we lived in the summertime, or in the wintertime in Florida. My dad and mom pulled this down, and we stayed at a place called Linger Longer Trailer Park, and we commercial fished during the winter months. Okay, so there is another.
Ask Linda how much fish she
She
likes.
doesn't like fish to this day. I'll eat shrimp, but I have been burnt out by fish because I ate a lot of fish. All right, so we're just going to put this here because this is going to be a little waterfall. That's going to be right there. And now the thank you. If you guys got in on that, where you got the thank you kit as a special little thing, guys, this is a really fun template set. So I'm going to use the bigger and the small, and then we're going to do a little leaf right here just to give a little accent. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Now I have more than one set, but if you don't have more than one set, you can just kind of envision it or move it and take a picture of where you want it. And then I've got one right here, and I think I'm going to put it up here in this corner. There's the center, and here's the little leaf. So I have a little thing of 3. 1, 2, 3. So it kind of draws your eye that way, right? Okay, so this is also the treehouse number 7. This is going to be a great place for me to put a date. Like, these were taken in 1982. These were taken in 1955. Okay, this is when my mom first married. My dad was 55. They got married in November, so I'm assuming this was really close to that time. All right, and now this cute little template. I absolutely adore this. And Kiwi Lane has some little cutouts, and we'll use one of those later that you can put on there. But I'm going to put that right there. And then one more thank you. This is the little butterfly. Oops. And it's facing that direction, or you could do it this way, or you could do these two together like this and create one. All right, so I'm not sure. I may do one, or I may just do it half. I'm not sure, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. Then tweet. Oh, well, here's another thank you. I like the little birdhouse. I love the little heart because it feels cozy with the subject that I want to do. And then I picked this one out of tweet that also has the heart. And I've got this one. So number 7 and number 3. And this one's going to go right here. And this one's going to go right here. So I have 2 little birdhouse. And that's it. That's all we're going to do tonight, guys. Just something really simple, something basic. And I've already created one and used the treehouse paper as my main paper. Tonight, I want to use this one. This one just feels country and it feels homey to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our mini borders. We'll take these up. And we're going to use these. Try not to move things too far off of here. All right. Now, for those of you who have trouble seeing on the pencil marks on your dark side, the little trick, some of you know what it is, and we're going to call it the slide, slide, flip. You're going to slide your template off, slide it under, and flip it over. Okay, so we're going to do one here. This is a one-way pattern. Let me double check and make sure. I'm going to have, I don't really want to cut it out. It's going to look okay that way. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. All right.
And she will answer.
And I will answer myself shortly. We won't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to do this. Line up Mini Riley. We're doing 3A and 3B. Make sure I get it right. All right. So Lee, if you want to read some comments on who's on here, we do apologize. We were a little late, but we're here. We're excited. Okay, and this one goes right on top. And we'll trace this one and go like that. Okay. Go for it, Lee.
Well, I got AGS Paper Therapy 6087.
Hello.
Says hi.
Welcome, welcome.
And Joe Disney Fan 4758. Hello from Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Pennsylvania this late summer. Got Johnny Pinrod on from
Hey, Johnny.
Colorado. Nikki's on. Probst from Torrington.
Hello, Nikki.
Rochelle Tanner's on from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hi, Rochelle. Welcome, ladies.
Lisa Buscini's on from Oregon. Angela Bisher's on from Indiana. Deborah Johnson's on. Says,
hey, Deborah.
Lee, I got in. I just got in.
So did we.
Joe Disney Fan says, I think she means tilting to the left, but I think we got that okay. We're not quite low, but we can live with it. Gotta love having options. Debbie Kazmarak's on says, hi, Linda Lee.
Hello.
Florida weather.
I am loving our weather.
I could use it a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Okay, so
and then Mary Brooding's on from up around Madison, Wisconsin. Sonia Huff from Cincinnati area.
I'm going to go ahead and ink with Tim Holtz Distress Vintage Photo Ink on the edges. And I think I'm going to do all sides of this one.
This is on your paper. Are you going to do that on your pictures also?
We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Most likely I will.
Options.
I have options.
Johnny said, you are blessed to have such great memories from your childhood.
Well, I will tell you, some are good and some are not so good. And we'll get into that here in just a little bit. My mom and dad, well, first of all, I should say my mom was not my dad's first marriage, but this was their home for many, many, many years until my mom got sick and they had to sell and then move out. So
they had a big auction and auctioned off all their worldly possessions in their house.
14,000 is all they got for their place. And it was very sad. I mean, like really sad. But
the good part was they come and lived with us.
Yes, they did. So I'm going to put the tree on the back side, this brown here, the trunk. So we're going to pick this one up.
Joe Disney, she says, I like the colors and the page looks cute.
Oh, well, thank you. See, I want to do it this way, then I won't waste so much.
In fact, we'll even put it up right there so everybody can see it.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let me tell you from the start. So I was born in 1960. Do the math.
Just a child.
Yes. And I lived in that house until I married Lee in 1979. And oops.
Buddy Smoker's joined. She says, hi, folks.
Hey.
Glad to see you're feeling better, Linda.
Oh, much better. I don't know why. There's like a bump there. Something underneath I'm catching. That's all right. We'll erase it off.
But yeah, she's had headaches the last several days.
Oh my gosh. I think it's the weather is changing. And plus, it's been a little stressful the last few weeks, but we're getting there. We are 99.9% done unpacking and getting things put away in the villa. So I have pictures yet to go up on the wall, and I put them back into my scrapbook room because I want my daughter to help, but I didn't want them all over the place. So my scrapbook room is a little cluttery right now, but all the boxes are unpacked. which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And all of them are pretty much in recycle or
Cut up and
put up and yeah. So I'm just gonna erase this.
Ginny joint crosser says hi from
Hey,
rainy
Ginny,
California.
long time no see.
We have our neighbors next door just left today. They're going back to California. They're down
Yes.
north of between San Diego and Los Angeles, closer to Los Angeles.
Now I'm gonna use this one so I can bring this color over here. I'm going to use it this, okay? And I know I want it to go. Do I want it to go? Does it really matter? What's nice, you can see through these templates. You can see what you're going to be getting. And I think.
And Judy Novoff says hi, Linda.
Hello. So slide it off, slide it under, and flip it over. All right. I'm going to pick a place where I can get it. I think I can get it right there. All right. That will work. Okay. So back to the house that I grew up in. We were very poor, but we never knew we were poor because my mom and dad did a great job providing for us. We had everything we physically needed: food, shelter, love, and a lot of good memories. There were some memories that weren't so good, but I'm going to share with you some of the good memories that I remember. My mom's, I can still remember Sunday dinners. Sunday dinner was so special. My mom would either cook the night before or get up really early and cook. And we're not talking like hamburgers. My mom made roast. She made Salisbury steak, which was my favorite, and I cannot emulate it to this day. I try. So I don't know what she did, but yeah, I can't do it. Then she would fried chicken, ham, and we're talking like she would make homemade rolls. She would get up in the morning and make homemade buns. And if there was company coming, she would do cinnamon rolls and the buns, so they could go home with breakfast the next day. And she always sent leftovers with their company. So on Sundays, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, guys, away from it.
Darlene Logan says hi.
Hello. So Sunday, my dad would get up early, go to the church, make sure the furnace was on. We didn't have air conditioning, so he would make sure the windows were open. He was a deacon in the church and
mowed the grass,
scooped the snow
by hand.
Yes, we didn't have snow blowers, so and then he plus did his own. I mean, I'd go out and help. My brother would kind of find a way not to help. So I was my daddy's right hand gal. And wherever he was, I wanted to be there. And my mom, she made clothes for us. And with the extra material that was left, she would make doll clothes, regular size like baby doll, or she would do Barbie doll clothes. And then she would sell them. My mom also
Sold vegetables.
sold things from her garden. She had raspberry bushes, so she would sell those and strawberries. She would can things. I would help her do that. I didn't get in on when she made the beef. She brought what she called home a clod of beef, and it was almost as big as half of our kitchen table. Okay,
Maybe like a quarter.
and it was, she would spend all day cutting it and then canning it. And it was the stinkiest thing. I remember having cooked beets, and I loved cooked beets. And she had this copper canner that she cooked them outside, and everything was reddish purple. And we did beets, tomatoes. She made homemade mincemeat. Um, pies. Yes, from her pies. Her baked goods were amazing. she was a chef. She really was. She could make something from scratch. She could do semi homemade. Um, in fact, I learned how to make pie because Lee, to catch him, I made a homemade apple pie, which was his favorite. So
Pies aren't still your forte, though.
no, my
But your
daughter can make
daughter.
pies, but I cannot do that. So anyway, my mom and dad did um worked really hard. My dad was a crane operator and
Drag line.
and he cleaned ditches for farmers. Like today they do the tiling, and our son-in-law, he does that. He tiles and uh, helps drainage in fields and stuff. But our family, dad had a crane and he dug the dirt, and then he did that most of his life with my grandfather and uncles. But it come to a point then after my grandfather passed, and they no longer wanted to be in business together with the brothers. He worked for a place called Markman Peat Company in Fenton, Illinois, and he dug the dirt out of the peat bottoms. And then the trucks, he would load the trucks, and then they would haul that up to the factory, and they would bag it, and that would be the dirt you would buy for your flower beds, your gardens, uh, stuff like that. And
Potting soils that
yes.
peat moss mixed with horse poop and straw.
Yep.
I don't remember what the ratios were, but literally kind of a stinky job.
It was a stinky job. So anyway, that's what he did. And then, like I said, mom sewed, and let's see what we got here. We got a yellow. I'm going to use this one on here.
But your mom also made cakes.
Yes, she sold cake. She even made our wedding cake, which was tiered. It was either the first or second time she'd actually had done a tiered cake. And it was so funny. We got ready to cut it and it started to fall a little bit. So there were people there were people holding it up so it wouldn't tip over, but it made it, and we got pictures and stuff, so that was a good thing. All right. So anyway, during the winter months, then we went down to Tarpon Springs, Florida, and we commercial fished with my grandfather and my uncle, and absolutely loved Florida at that time, except for the no-see-ums. The no-see-ums tore me up. And in fact, right now, I look like I've got the measles or the chicken pox because
lower legs.
It's been not a good season. They're supposed to come and spray for them, but I refuse now to go in the grass from dawn or from dusk till dawn. I will not go in it. Lee has to go out.
I think the weather change though will probably create.
Oh, I hope so. But anyway, I remember being in Florida at the sponge docks. My grandfather used to dive in those big suits that you see, the big helmets and stuff. He used to dive for the sponges also. But I remember the smell of the Greek bread and the Greek food. That still today is my favorite. And yeah. And the cookies, oh, the cookies were amazing. So that happened until I was school age. And then my mom said that she could not do school down there. And so we come back, and we were from Illinois. And so I went to school in Yorktown first, Yorktown, Illinois, little country school. We walked to school every day, snow, rain,
But you had boots.
whatever it is.
You said boots.
Okay, now the boots were rubber boots that had a zipper up the front. They went over your shoes, and then if they didn't fit right, they actually mom gave us Wonder Bread wrappers, the bag that Wonder Bread come in, and she would she gave that to us, and we put those over our shoes, and then it would slide into the boot. So when you got to school, you did not want anybody to see you with those boots, right? So we tucked the plastic down in as much as possible so nobody could see our bread wrappers. And but yeah, it was a memory. So anyway, I remember sleeping with my brother in the same, we slept in the same room. We only had 2 bedrooms upstairs. And he was terrible. He was a terrible brother. He teased me all the time. We used to actually get into fist fights.
I wouldn't say he's a terrible brother.
He-
Guys used to get into fights and stuff, but he was still your brother.
Yeah, but he was terrible at teasing me. And we'd get into these little fist fights, and my mom would try to stop it, and then all of a sudden you would hear, "Just wait till your father gets home." So when my dad got home, we're hoping that she forgot and didn't tell him. But when she did tell him, then we'd get really in trouble. And the belt would come off, and dad would say, "Who wants it first?" Well, when my brother heard that, he took off, ran, and I got my licking, got it done with my brother's running. And I remember my dad chasing him, and he would never get caught. And my mom would call us in for dinner. So he never got caught. I got in trouble. And one time I questioned my dad. It's like, how come he never gets in trouble, but I do? And he goes, "Do you want it again?" And then I knew, oh, I don't question my father whatsoever. So it was a very strict, you followed the rules. You didn't follow the rules, you got in trouble. So that's one thing. So some of you guys, tell me some of the things that you remember in your childhood.
Well, I've got some here in some of the notes, but Deborah
Go for it.
Boudreau from down in Houma, Louisiana says hi, Lee and Linda. And Brenda Tackett says hello from Kentucky. Linda W says big dinners on Sundays were our tradition as well. I'll even share that with, so then everybody can kind of see that. Shaw said, I always got stuck with the dishes though. Ugh.
Yep, me too. I had to dry. My mom would never let me wash. I had to dry.
I do both.
I know. Lee did the dishes actually. Was it this morning?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
And Ruby Harris is on, says, finally able to get into your live. The circle and I aren't friends.
Hey, we had trouble today too. So don't feel you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, so I'm going to make sure we finish this out. I'm just doing the outline of it first, but we're going to go back and we'll zhoosh it up a little bit.
Anyway, Joe Disney fan, she says, I miss our Sunday dinners at my grandparents, and all the aunts and uncles and cousins was so much fun.
Yeah.
And she said she had those boots too, that you talk about that zipped up. And they also, she said, we use bread bags in our boots as well. So you weren't alone.
Oh, golly. I felt so embarrassed. And then
so they put them inside their boots too, because it made a difference.
Our shoes, my mom and dad, like I said, we were poor, and but we had to buy shoes that were like 2 sizes bigger so that we would grow, that their words were, you grow into them. And by the time you did grow into them, you were
your heels are pretty blistered.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. And yeah, they would be icky and nasty, and because you'd worn them for a year or two. But yeah.
Lisa S from up there, north of Cedar Rapids, says, howdy, Hansons. Have you tried using vanilla to ward off the bugs?
Honey, that makes it worse. So I've got the stuff called Bug Off, but I didn't use it, and that was my problem. So
there's different things that work, though. We've heard a lot of different things that some people say that will help, but I think you just got to find the right thing, and just to get a big bug zapper.
Yeah.
220 volts, high amps. Anyway, Nikki Probe says, Linda, I wonder if your headaches might have to do with the geomagnetic storms that have been going on.
I thought of that last night. It could be
aliens.
Oh, will you stop with the aliens? Really?
She said she has a lovely case of brain fog today, but she did finally get some good photos of the Northern Lights this week.
Our grandson called last night and he said,
North Dakota.
Yeah, he sent pictures and he goes, it's beautiful. He drove 20 minutes out of town so he could go and see
But
them.
he said he thought everybody in town had done the same because there were so many people.
But it was just gorgeous, and he was talking to us the whole time he was there, and yeah, it's great when your grandkids call when they're out on their own and they call you. That's really really special. I know Susan's got her little guy, but they do grow up very quickly, and yeah.
Yeah, Maxwell's only 2 years old. Just yesterday. Now he's almost 20.
I know, right?
Joan Atchie says hello from Georgia.
Okay, we're gonna use
She's
this.
down in Noonan, Georgia.
Hello, hello. So,
Joe Disney fan says I have to leave and hope I can join back in a bit. If not, they're going to have a fun night.
oh,
But you can see the recording.
yeah, there'll be a replay on it and stuff. So, this is gonna be a quick one tonight, guys. We're gonna do a couple little extra things.
Nikki
But
Probe says I remember the red bags too. So, see, it's pretty common. Maybe
There
we
you
ought to go
go.
back to that.
There you go.
But Linda W said in Ohio here, and the Northern Lights were fantastic along Lake Erie. We got some friends here in our community. They're from right up in the Cleveland area. They got here this week. It was nice to visit with them. And we got a couple others groups that are one of them. They're from up by Columbus, and the other group here that's from Ohio. Don't remember if they're by Akron or where they were.
I don't remember. We actually went and had game night last night. We did the horse racing thing. If you guys ever played that horse racing game, so there's a board and it has holes in it, and then these little horses that have pegs.
Pins,
Yeah, and then you roll dice and you your horse moves according to what dice that you roll. So it's pretty fun. And
But it is a mathematical game because it's based on statistics. So when you roll two dice, there's a much greater chance you're going to roll a 5, 6, 7, or an 8 or a 9 than you will roll a 12 or have a 2.
Did you guys get that?
And so the number of peg holes that there's only a few on the 2, but the number 7 has the most to move. So it kind of equalizes due to the probability of what you roll, right? Kind of like that.
Okay, guys, that went right over my head.
Anyway, Joan Atchie said she uses essential oils for her headaches, and it really helps a lot.
Yeah, and my niece gave me this thing where it sucks air out of your ear, and supposedly that helps. I've tried that; doesn't work. I have a TENS unit, and I should have hooked that up. That didn't work. I mean, that was my own fault. But the problem with my migraines is I've had them since 2002, and it's getting close to my injection time. I take a Jovi, and sometimes, well, they give me Ubrelvy to take when it starts getting bad, and I did, but this time it didn't help for whatever reason, and it almost gets sometimes to the point where you feel like you're going to throw up or you're going to pass out, and then when it gets that bad, that's when I just have to stop and let go of what I'm doing and do absolutely nothing.
And turn the lights down low.
Yeah, which Lee likes a lot of light, and he knows when I'm saying turn the light off, and he goes, I can't see. But I'm like, turn the light off.
Give me some of those night vision goggles.
Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Oh, that's adorable, guys. Look at that. Ooh, that is so cute. Okay, we got this one. Like I said, this is a simple layout, but I really want to share with you guys some of the childhood memories. So I've shared some of the good stuff, but there were some bad things. Like I remember, like I said, my brother was always teasing. Well, this one time, he threw the ball we were playing up on the top of this shed roof right here, and he did it on purpose. And he thought I was going to go take care of it. Well, he went in tattling to mom, which he did a lot, and he said that I threw it up there. But I went off and did something else and just let it stay up there. And my mom never came out, never said anything. Well, he came back out and decided he was going to get it, and he used my bike to climb up on. I had what did they call that? What was the big bike? What it was like? Was it called 36-inch? Is that what they called them?
It was 24
Or
to
24?
26.
24. It was the big bike. Anyway, he's standing up on the seat, ready to get up on the roof with a stick. The bike fell. He fell down and cut his private area wide open
With the kickstand.
with the kickstand. Yes. And I remember him screaming, and then my mom came out and I said, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And she got him in, and they saw what happened and had to take him to the emergency room. So yeah, that was not a pleasant thing, but he was all right. He was all right. Okay, so I'm gonna do the back side of this, and I'm gonna make this one here, so it'll be easy to write on.
Rochelle said that my dad was a truck driver, and he'd come home on Sunday for church, and we could hear him coming up the hill to church. We would go to Grandma's to eat breakfast after church with her homemade bread and butter.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I can still make good bread. I will say, I got that from my mom. But it took a lot of practice to get it done. But I can make homemade rolls and cinnamon rolls and bread and all that good stuff.
I have a Gail which I assume
That's Gail
Owens. Said, oh man, I almost missed you. I'm recovering from dental work and I was dozing. Good to see you.
Oh, bless your heart. We're actually going to the dentist this next week, a brand new one. So pray for us. I take good care of my teeth, but I hate going to the dentist. Absolutely hate it. So, and I think I told you guys the story, what happened to us. Should I share that or not? Probably.
Well, we were still doing a lot of those things back up in Iowa, but we just aren't there that often. And the dental place that I went to, which I won't mention, but I'm on Medicare, and so's Linda, and we've got
the
supplemental insurance, and I've got a supplemental dental insurance through Humana. And so I give them all the information, and we're kind of going, and
they couldn't get
the
it
lady
to work.
kept having trouble. Said, well, you just have to call a deal with your insurance company. And I said,
We
no,
did.
I think that's your job. I've already called them, and they told me, here's the number you need to call, and they'll answer your questions. Well, we aren't going to do that. And so I took time to tell her that you are absolutely no help whatsoever.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe a little stronger.
He ticked him off really bad.
And shortly after that, I got an email that they didn't appreciate the way that I treated their staff. And of course, my first response wanted to be, I wanted to call and tell them, well, they were no help. But I didn't do that. So anyway, they removed me as a patient, and I said, well, we'll take Linda too.
And then,
I don't need to come back if you guys want to do your job.
The thing of it is so every time we would go there, they would take more, they would charge you more than what the visit was going to be, and it would stay in an account for like a year. And so there was enough money to cover if everything went bad, right? And so they didn't even, they were very rude. Of course, Lee was very vocal, but
maybe.
So anyway, I haven't had my teeth in for a while.
I thanked her for being absolutely no help whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what he said, and it was not good. Not good at all. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm a little nervous because I mean, it's been a while since it's been over a year.
Well, the dentist I got going to, he's only got one eye, and he's
and got two fingers, right? I see that, and yeah. Oh my goodness!
I remember the old family doctor we used to go to. My grandpa had to go and have something cut off on his eyelid, and the doctor used to have the shakes real bad. He had the scalpel, and he dropped it once, picked it back up. My grandfather said, "Can you do this? Or do I need to do it myself?" You know, those were kind of in the days.
Oh, the dentist we used to go to in Prophetstown there smoked a cigar. He smoked the cigar.
Dr. Nelson?
While working on you. It was smelled so bad. And I remember him pulling my dad's teeth with no Novocaine. Oh my gosh.
That's overrated.
I mean, I had trauma when I was a kid in that area. So
I had one pulled with no Novocaine in college.
So I didn't tell you. So yeah.
Another topic.
So okay, when I became quote unquote a little lady, I got my own room, which was basically my parents' room. This was the room I stayed in when I was with my brother, and then on this side, this is where my room where I ended up. And my mom let me pick a color, and I got it painted purple because I love purple. It was actually a lilac, lavender kind of purple. And then she made purple gingham
Purple people
curtains
eater.
to go with it. But my brother and my mom and dad slept in that room for many, many years. And then eventually they moved downstairs when my mom couldn't climb up the stairs anymore, which came down into the kitchen. And then my brother got that room all to himself.
And Linda W., you have a great evening too. She has to go. Said she's going to watch the replay.
All right. Thank you for stopping in. Um,
Gail said, I'm not a fan of the dentist, even less now. She had over 3 hours in the chair, and then she had to have an extraction after a failed root canal.
ow. Okay, do I want dark orange or light orange? Oh, stop. That is not good. Not good at all. Okay, light orange.
Remember the old drills who had the
Yeah, I
leather
remember. Or the
things that
dark.
had to spin on the pulleys?
I had to go
But
dark.
Linda talking about the Sunday dinners, and those stayed even after we started going together. And I used to get invited to go over Sunday dinners, and of course I was a big boy, and there isn't much food that I won't eat. So she would have like homemade dressing or mashed potatoes or scallop corn. So I'd put mashed potatoes on my plate, and I'd put the corn right on top of the potatoes. And her dad was like,
Ew.
what are you doing? And I said, well, you eat gravy, and I'm going to use the sweet corn for gravy. And her mom just got tickled out of that the way I used to. Didn't she?
She did. And so a lot of good memories. I remember my mom packing a picnic basket, which I have that picnic basket today, guys. And I remember her packing it with fried chicken, potato salad, homemade potato salad. And then she would make a homemade pie and we'd go on a picnic. The favorite part was when we would pack it and we'd go visit my dad on when he was operating the crane, and we'd have a picnic lunch with him. There was even times where she would pack it and we'd go outside and we'd sit on the ground and we'd have peanut butter sandwiches, and she wrapped them in wax paper. We didn't have baggies. So she did wax paper, and
That's what we used all the time, was
yeah.
wax paper. And we'd reuse it. You'd fold it up in your lunch bag, bring it home.
Yep, they'd clean it and
Unless
do
it was,
the end.
nasty. But
I remember we got a lunchbox that was black and it had a thermos in the top, and it when it
looked
flipped
like a
up,
barn, right?
it looked kind of like that. I remember my
That's right.
first lunchbox that was actually had a character on it, and it was the Flintstones. I remember that so much.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
Okay, so let's go to the little Kiwi lane here. So I'm using thank you number 2. As if you notice, there's a little line on here. So what I like to do is I've already traced the entire thing out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace this piece, and we're going to layer it on top so that you get that little bit of extra dimension. So I'm just going to trace 3 of these.
Of the one lobe, right?
Yep, just to the one lobe. Okay, so there, and then we're just going to round it up just like that. There's 1. And I traced them all the same direction, so I don't have to worry about matching. They're going to be just fine. There's 2.
My first character mailbox was Popeye the Sailor Man.
Mailbox?
Lunchbox.
Okay.
Sorry. What kind of bank did you have? Did you have a piggy bank?
I had a piggy bank. In fact, I still have it.
Bobby Lou or whatever it was.
Mine was a porcelain pig. It looked kind of like the Piggly Wiggly pig is what it looked like. So, but yes, I have.
I did get a lunchbox later on. I think I actually used some of my money I got for helping raise rabbits and bought me a Munsters.
I remember the Munsters. I never had that. Yeah. But at Christmas time, my mom talking about cooking, she would make all kinds of candies and cookies. And on this porch, this front porch, it was cold because it was never heated, right? It was enclosed, but
So it was a
it
walk-in
was a
cooler.
walk-in cooler. Yep, you got it. And she would keep stuff out there. And every Christmas, my mom and dad would buy a box of Brock chocolates, and that was um, a Christmas present to our whole family. My mom worked so
Meltways, I remember your
mint
family.
melt. Yeah, that was later when we had a little more money. The Fannie Mae melt toys. That's a mouthful. I'm keeping some of these little pieces in this basket. Okay, I never throw all the scraps away until I'm completely done with my kit, because you never know. I like making my own homemade enamel dots. You guys have seen me do that. Um,
AJS Paper Therapy 6087 says, love listening to your stories.
oh, well, thank you.
Nikki Probe said, I had a porcelain pig too, with a cork with a ring in it for his nose.
Oh my goodness. So mine stood up. He had these little overalls, and then there was two little enamel buttons that were on for the suspenders, right? One's missing, and there's only one on there, but on the bottom it had a rubber stopper in it. But I still have it.
Pull
But
that stopper out to get stuff.
oh, I was never allowed to do that unless we went to the bank.
And mine was a Baba Louie. That's what it was.
What's a Baba Louie?
It was, I don't know if it was a dog or it was a cow or a bull, what it was, but it had a Mexican sombrero. It was plastic, orange colored.
Oh my goodness.
And I couldn't have it either. I put it on top of the refrigerator to make sure I couldn't get to it.
My piggy bank never got into my hands unless somebody gave me money. But what was funny, my mom and dad used to say when I was little, I would take my piggy bank around to anybody that came to the house, whether it be my grandparents or a stranger, and I would make them give me money to put in my piggy bank. I think I outgrew that, didn't I?
No.
Oh, it's funny.
Now it's a thing that's Tupperware with a snap top on it.
Oh, you're talking about what we keep our change in?
Oh yeah, that's right. Nikki's got it. She remembers the Baba Louie.
Oh my goodness.
She said it was kind of a creepy looking donkey looking thing. She said Ron had one, but he gave it to our granddaughters. Yeah, you're right. It was kind of a donkey, but it had a
Remember
Mexican sombrero on its head.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no clue what a Baba Louie is.
And Nikki said, "Oh, yours sounds super cute talking about your piggy."
But here's the cool thing, okay? So I have my brothers too. And they're both identical, missing the same button and everything. But I'm going to actually see if one of my friends would like to have it, because it is made by a person called Elam, Elam, and that's their last name. So I'm gonna see if they're related, and if they are, I'm like, hey, you can have one because I got two. But
from Minnesota.
yes. So talking about my brother, some of you know that he committed suicide in that very room, and we were there when it happened, and so he was 20 years old, and it just, so that's a bad memory that I have. Things.
That's it.
Yeah. What do you
That's
got?
the Baba Louie.
Okay, guys, for those of you who don't know what Baba Louie is, see if I can make it bigger.
Kind of had a smile, and
That's a Baba Louie.
The hat had a slit in it, and that's where you dropped your money.
That is hilarious. Okay, so I'm using
spooky.
0.04, and we're going to put it on the back side of this sleeve.
Etsy is $40. We threw mine away.
Did you feel better?
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so make sure I got it. Oh, look at that. That's the right direction. Barbara or Hanna-Barbera? Which is it pronounced?
Barbera.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Then they also made some that a little darker and had a green hat, but mine was the orange one.
Huh. Never knew. Was there a cartoon or something, Baba?
I think so. See, there's one there. It's got his hat where it's tipped up.
That's hilarious.
And I don't remember what mine was.
So if it doesn't match quite on top, that's perfectly fine because that gives it depth. Okay, gives it another perspective. But you can see it's just a little bit. I know one goes up here.
Maybe I'll buy me one.
No, we do not need a Baba Louie.
Okay.
We don't. Really, we don't.
Okay. Okay. Mary Bruning said her first lunchbox had the Cabbage Patch Kids on it.
My daughter had one. It was purple plastic. She had that thing for a long time. And but she outgrew it and didn't want it anymore. Okay, tweezers. My nails. I need to get my nails cut. So we're gonna use tweezers to put these on. Make it a little easier. If you guys don't have tweezers, a good pair of tweezers, the reversible ones, are phenomenal.
Gail says I should keep my scraps in a basket. I end up digging in the trash for tiny pieces I never think I'll need.
Yeah, a little basket. There's two.
And Bunny Smoker sent hugs, Linda.
So, like I said, there was a bad memory with my brother, but I also have, I'll share with you guys, I had another bad memory.
I showed up.
No. So my dad was in World War II in the military, in the Army, and he fell off of a weapons carrier and he got a lot of neck and head injury. He never reported it, but we think this is when he had mental illness. And we think that is when it started, was then. And there would be 2 times during a year, in the spring and in the fall, that troubled him. He had manic depression. He had schizophrenia and paranoia, all that stuff that just tormented him. And he would get very harmful. He tried to kill me and our dog one time. And then he tried to hang himself a couple times, and the rope was broke in this garage. He tried to hang himself. But he was on medication most of the time. He'd have to go to the VA hospital. So sometimes it would last just a few weeks, and sometimes it was a few months. So bless my mom's heart, she really, really worked hard to support him and support us. So it was a rough time. I remember that, and it was hard. It was embarrassing but yet he was just sick, and so that was kind of a sad memory. But I want to tell you a funny story on him. So I'm just using some cardstock, guys. Okay, so if you have some scrap cardstock, grab it. I'm going to use this for this piece right here.
Kind of a soft white color.
It's a creamy color.
Yeah.
And it's just something, I just want to use this here. But anyway, so a funny story. This outhouse, well, I've got it covered over here. The outhouse that we had, there was a storm that came by, tornadic winds, and it blew trees down along the road. But that outhouse actually, it's really close. I mean, you could barely walk between the 2 buildings, right? But it picked it up and turned it upside down, and it landed in the same spot upside down. My dad was so upset. So upset.
Was feeling like filling up the cesspool.
No, we had poor plumbing. I mean, really poor plumbing. We had they added a bathroom onto it years before I was born, but the plumbing ran parallel to the floor, so it didn't drain very well. And I remember having to take a tub bath, right? But you could only have this much water in the bottom, and you had to share the water. I had to share it with my brother. So if he got first in the tub, I had to bathe in his water. So I tried to make sure that I got in there first. I had to wash my hair. And if my folks heard the shower running or the tub water getting fuller, you got in trouble. Yeah, like Lee said, he was afraid of filling up the cesspool. And then when come time to empty it, the farmers love to get that stuff. So they would come and help Dad get it pumped out, and then they would put it on their fields for their crops.
Fertilizer.
Yeah. So, but one of my best memories was at Christmas time. My mom always made sure we had presents under the tree, no matter if it was homemade or whether it was bought.
And Linda was a package sniffer.
No, I opened packages.
And rewrapped.
Well, actually, I like to go look for them before they got wrapped. I found her hiding place. And so a lot of the times it was under the bed.
So our daughter got it legitimately.
Yeah. Okay. So this piece has beautiful blue on it, but I love that they put these all on one piece of paper. So if I don't want to use all these, I could use the back side, right? Well, I want to use this one here called Forever. All right. So I'm just going to trace this, put my little template on here and trace it.
It's kind of like a viewfinder.
I have a viewfinder. Did you ever have a Viewmaster?
Nope, we didn't.
Oh my gosh, I
Never got
love the
Christmas.
Viewmaster.
Never got anything.
What do you mean you didn't get anything?
We got one present at Christmas time, and it usually wasn't much.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we never did. Dad didn't want to celebrate.
Hmm.
That was okay, right? Because you
didn't know what you're missing because you didn't have it. Yeah. But I remember my mom and dad, the front porch, they had the big bulbs, the ones that got hot when you touched them, They decorated the windows here, and Mom made homemade wreaths and hung those in all the windows downstairs. And then Dad made this cross, a wooden cross that hung out on the front, and he painted it with silver paint. Okay. Now this silver paint had to be toxic because this stuff was shiny and it smelled so bad.
Did it glow in the dark?
Pretty much. No, it didn't. But yeah. So, and I'm going to use I think I'm going to use, better glue it.
Nikki said, "Oh, Linda, those are some incredibly difficult memories you talked about your dad and your brother." Said, "I'm so happy that you can balance them with happy ones."
Oh, it's just a part of life. It made me
a stronger person.
Yeah,
really.
Who I am. So, and before I met Lee, my mom and dad, I wanted to go, no, I wanted to go to college, but I knew that was not going to be possible because my folks didn't have anything.
Singing and music.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so now we got these bigger flowers, and when I was cleaning up, guys, and sorting through some stuff, I found these. You guys ever seen these? These little paper pads? They haven't even been used. So I told Lee, I said,
a lot of paper pads.
I did get rid of 100 and some. I think I had 120 or 130 of these little pads. I got rid of them.
Oh,
I got rid of them.
Pads too.
So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. I want to put something here. Okay. And I saw this gold.
Gail said that they had a Viewmaster. You talked about that. He said, "I love that thing."
Oh, I know, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do, is that gonna go all the way across? No, it's not. So we have to go bigger. But I can use this for my butterfly.
Layer
or this. Oh, which one do I want to use for the flowers? Ooh, that one's pretty too. That one is really pretty. Okay, this is the one I'm going to use for the flowers. We're going to foil. This is kind of like a foil piece.
Nikki,
have to trace on the back.
There's much truth to what you said. The things we went through made us who we are.
Definitely. My mom would have loved scrapbooking. She was a doodler. If she was on the phone, which was a party line.
She was a painter and
yes.
she could sketch.
Yes. I mean, she was very talented. Very, very, very talented. So anyway, she would have loved scrapbooking. Absolutely loved it. Now, to be honest with you, I was never a crafty person. I was more musical. I played the piano. I loved to sing. In fact, I went to competition and got first every year. The choir director at the time, he told me that he had a friend that was at Juilliard, and he would really like for me to go to Juilliard. Well, I knew that wasn't going to happen, but it was nice that somebody thought of me on that. Okay, so one thing here, real quick, since it's foil, remember the Tim Holtz scissors? Some of them have little teeth on here. So if they have teeth, it's going to depend on which way you cut this paper, because it's going to leave teeth marks. Okay, so I'm going to turn them over. I'm just going to show you here real quick.
So you should share this with Gail. She went to the dentist today. Should she turn her teeth?
Turn over. Okay, you're probably not going to be able to see it very well, but I turned them over and you can see the teeth marks on it. So when you're cutting, you want to make sure that the teeth stay away from the foil. Okay, that's the easiest way to say it. So if you're cutting it this way, you can cut them like normal with the writing towards you and the teeth down. Okay, but if you're cutting on top of a foil, see, now you don't get it. If you're cutting on top, you don't want those teeth to be against the foil. Wait a minute. I got to go
That's
there.
kind of like putting a lime in the
Right over.
coconut, like the song back in the 70s.
Yeah. Okay. So keep the teeth away from the foil. All right. And then you'll be good to go. If you are cutting something this small too, you see how I'm just turning it with my left hand and I'm cutting. My scissors are not turning, but my paper is. And it just goes so much.
Stuff running all over. That's the way it'd be for me. If I was cutting.
I still got to get you to cut, don't I? All right.
Yeah, it's probably best that I don't.
Okay, so there's one. We got two more. But I love these paper pads. It was hard, but yet it wasn't getting rid of them. Okay, I still got quite a few left. I kept the ones that I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to use these. Years ago, I would buy the 12 by 12 collection and I'd buy the whole thing. I'd buy the enamel dots, the ephemera, the 6 by 6, whatever pads matched it, right? And stuff. I don't do that anymore. I buy single sheets now. If it matches, that's cool. If it doesn't, I use what I have. So living in a motorhome, it does really makes you wake up and think, I can't take that. I have no room. Either I go to sleep on my bed or it's going to be covered with paper, right? Well, I like my bed, so.
Well, now we have a villa that's pretty full of paper.
Well, the villa is, yeah, I know, but I've done really well. Even you complimented at how much stuff I have gotten
I've got quite a bit in here yet.
Yeah, well, it'll go to the villa as soon as I'm done with the villa.
What my wishes and prayers are for Linda is that we can get it set up so she can actually use her scrapbook room as a scrapbook room and be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a top of the line chair for you that's comfy. And
piano bench. I want my piano bench. I have a cushion. I love that piano bench.
I'll
it's
get you
comfy.
a chair.
Oh, I don't want a chair. I had a chair and it kept rolling on me. I didn't like
I'll
that.
get you a good one.
Well, there's one in the bedroom that those
massager in it.
Oh, now that's not fun.
And a little heat.
Okay, so now
has the hands that come up on top of your head and
a little more
massage your head.
texture. We're gonna crimp these. One.
Which type of crimper?
This is just the straight one. You can use whatever you want, but this is gonna give me a little more texture. Okay, I'm gonna leave one open.
So they could.
You see the difference? Okay. See the difference? Okay. And that's just going to give you a little bit, like from that one to that one. You see how the difference? That just kind of pops it.
Looks like a cookie.
Looks like a cookie? Okay. And I know these are going to go in the middle. Right here, like so. Oh, so adorable. Okay, now we got to work on this birdhouse. And I want to do something here.
And this is with black and white pictures.
Okay.
I think it's worth noting.
Yes.
And it looks great.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this paper from the collection. All right, and I'm going to make, I'll show you here first. I think I want to use that. This is, like I said, I got to go into, where did it go? 1, 2. Oh, there it is. Okay. Do you guys ever have these kind of punches? I found these. So I'm going to see what it looks like. Alright. So we're just going to start on here. I got 3 of them. I brought 3 home. So I want to see what it'll, oh, that'll work just fine. All right. So now got to line them up. And hopefully I get it right. Oh, I did it right. I'm going to go all the way down.
You got too many allies, son.
Got too many allies.
Yeah, Gail said, you guys sound like me and my hubby. He thinks I need a fancy ergonomic chair, and I use an old cushion shop stool that I think is just perfect.
There, see? Now, hopefully I've got it long enough. I might be pushing it, but we'll see. Okay, so now I got to go to this side and trim this. I haven't used these forever. This is fun.
Because you didn't have them. They were in a box.
In
Storage unit.
the storage unit. Yep, that's about right. All right, let's see if I can get enough to do this. Oh, look at the mess I made, though. Let me get this off. But it's a cool mess.
Put this
Wait.
underneath
I'll put it in my hand, then I'll dump it. Okay.
Yeah, don't brush off this good stuff.
All right. Now, get my slicer. Oh, maybe.
Oh, let me go get the bologna out.
No. There it is. I put it too far under. Okay. I may have to do it again because this may be too short. But let's just see here. Okay, I want to leave just enough that I can tuck under.
1/4 inch or so.
Yeah, about that.
How many millimeters?
Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, yeah. All right, so we can go.
You got to ink it too.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed one of the humps there, you can really see the white. I guess a couple of them is that way.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, it's white paper's made.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to ink it right now because I want to get the rest of these done. I got another one to do. Okay.
We're doing good. We're at 1 hour and 7.5 minutes
Okay.
that we've been on.
All right, so now I need to do. I'm going to go this way just to make sure. Oh, wait, that's 12. That's not. We'll go this way. I want to make sure.
And of course, we don't go too much past 10 because that was our scheduled time, which gives us about 30 some minutes.
We're good. Ooh, one more.
Again, we apologize that we were on late, but I have to have them send me.
Well, Susan's family have been sick, so say a little prayer for them. She said her kiddos are sick. She's kind of sounded like she might have a little bit of something, but
Ruby here
bless
says,
her
I
heart.
have some of them punches somewhere.
Oh,
Maybe
dig
they're
'em
at
out.
this place.
Dig them out, guys. Dig them out. I mean, Kiwi Lane works with everything. Literally everything. Okay, now we're gonna go this way.
What kind of punches are those?
These are Martha Stewart. I got rid of all my punches except for my Martha Stewart, and I might have a couple Fisker. No, what are they? They used. I'll have to get those out.
Crazy memories.
No. They were kind of a rounded into a point, and you mix and matched them on corners and stuff. They made different corner configurations.
You use to snap the corners to make them rounded.
Yeah, well, this is basically like, but they made designs on it. Boy, that thing is shiny. Okay. That should get me there. Oh, look at that nice little neat file. Ooh, now that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. It's fun. I have not played with these. Well, you can pick that up, dear.
All that?
Yep.
Ruby said hers are creative memories.
Well, there you go. All right, we'll match it up because I know they're the same. So I know where to cut. Take my little pencil.
Did you do a left-handed style? Did you do a right-handed one?
A left-handed style? What do you mean? Get my slicey back again.
No, I just give you a hard time when you're punching.
All right, we got to cut this off again.
That's what we used to do with some of our maintenance guys. You get the new guys who are just learning and say, hey, Can you give me a left-handed crescent wrench?
There is no left-handed crescent wrench.
They would look for it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
They bring you one. You say, no, that's a right hand. I need a left-handed crescent wrench.
You're mean. That's mean.
No, I used to watch them do that. I wasn't.
That's mean.
I was the supervisor.
Hmm. Okay, so now. Come on, up a little bit. So it's right there. We'll cut it there. I got a little bitty piece left. Might do something with that. We'll see. Okay, ink it. To ink this, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to kind of go over the top part. There's a little bit of white. I'm going to cover that up. Just going to cross the top.
Is it hard on the
and
pad?
on the sides?
On the pad of your dauber?
No, because I'm going straight off of it. Okay, there's one. And do the ends. And then just do the top. I hear an airplane.
Well, we're close to the airport.
We actually got cold, guys, and had to turn our furnace on.
Yeah, we're down to 42.
Okay, so I'm going to take this.
Or it'll be 85 tomorrow, though. It'll be nice.
Go right along there. And
Or 80, maybe it was. 85, maybe it's the next day. I don't remember. It's going to be nice anyway.
oops,
Today
here.
was really nice.
Yeah, it was a little cool this morning, but it was.
The
It turned out
humidity
really
is way down.
nice. Let's try this side first. I made it just a little longer than what I need. So what I'm going to do is I'll put it, the flour goes on that side so I can cover it up with the flour. All right, go back to here.
Sure it'll stick?
Oh, yeah. I get it straight.
You want a ruler?
Nope.
Straight edge.
Okay.
A level.
Nope. I'm good. I got it. Okay, so that's going to go up there. Look at that. Just gives you a little bit of something, something. And then see, this will cover up that there.
Since you
Like
got
so.
like a fence.
It kind of does, doesn't it? That's really cool. All right, we'll do it on this side. Then I'm going to ink the pictures. We'll start sticking down. I need to decorate my little birdhouse. Okay, so it's on this side, so I need to go here. We'll start on this way.
So that's the left-handed one.
A left-handed one?
Yeah.
You say so. But anyway, so I just felt, I mean, when I first saw this kit, the tree house was just adorable. And the first thing I thought of is, if you've seen the PDF, we had, before the derecho hit, we had a swing for our grandkids in this tree.
And that was August 10th of 2020.
Yes, it was the best thing ever. Well, then the derecho came through and tore the tree out, or the tree down, and the swing went with it. So our grandkids were heartbroken. I was heartbroken. And yeah. Oh, that is adorable. Look at that. Okay, let's ink pictures. Let's start sticking some of this down, and then we can finish decorating. Now, some of you, if you have black and white pictures, if you don't want to trim them and all that good stuff, I get it. I get it. But for me, it's the memory, and whatever makes them look enhances them and stuff. Now, I do like to use the hickory smoke on black and white pictures too, but this one I can get by with it because the colors are so warm. That is so pretty. And I might matte that one.
What do you think of the box camera?
I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were.
Yeah, it was one box camera.
I don't know about the ones in 82. I don't think, I think Dad and Mom probably had the little Kodak, the flat one that had the bulb on top. Yep.
Cube.
Yep. Yep.
We had one in a box that had the big round thing with the bulbs that pop out.
Oh yeah, hot. You wouldn't
Yeah,
touch them?
but it never did work. Right. I don't know.
What do you mean it didn't work right?
It didn't work. There's something missing or broken or something.
Hmm.
We had an old German box camera that my dad brought home from World War II. That's what I took pictures with, all 6 of them.
Wow.
We didn't have any pictures.
You know, there's so many memories of this camper. So I guess I get my traveling thing back from when I was a kid. But in the summertime, my mom and dad, oh my gosh, there's the light that's on the garage. Holy cow. Wowza. Anyway, when we weren't using it, my brother and I would go in and we'd play house in there. Whoop, I forgot one. I think there might be enough on this. And my mom didn't care. My dad did not like us in there messing around, but we didn't hurt anything. But we'd have to share it. So this part up in the front was the living area, the kitchen and stuff. And then in the back was the bedroom, and there was a door to that. So we took turns. We really did. And one of us would get the back and one of us would get the front. So, all right, let's get this down.
Bedroom in the back, right?
No, I'm talking about when we played in it.
That's got the printing on the back even.
Yeah, this is October of 1982. This was after Matt was born. Matt was about a year old, but it was before Amanda was born. I'm going to put it right about there, I think. And that still gives me room. All right, let's get this little guy on. Let's use some more pop-ups. We've got some bigger square ones here. All right, these are 0.4 also.
40,000 or 80?
I have no idea.
Oh, 0.04.
No idea. This one don't want to come off. There it is.
Using fingernails.
I tell you what, these little elevators, like Lee calls them, ever since I started using pop-ups years ago, it's so much
You
fun.
like it better, your little sticky tab?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're gonna put one on this one, another 0.4. Oh, I hear a golf cart or something running outside. All right, there's that. And then I'm gonna just stick this on. Boy, I hope I don't run out of this before we get done. Getting close. Okay, there's one. We know that goes there. All right, let's get this tree on. I'm going to put one on the back of this. So what I think I'm going to put on this is the date of when my mom and dad started in 1955 in the house. And then remember when they sold it? I might put the date on when they
was
sold
the early 90s.
You'll have to help me remember.
Maybe it was the mid 90s.
I'm going to pop this tree. Okay. I'm going to give it just
It was 93.
93.
92 or 93.
We'll have to do that. But I think that'd be a good thing to put the
Because your
date on.
mom lived with us for 7 years and she died in 99.
Now these are the smaller ones, which I need to put a couple up here so these little guys don't flop around.
2000, yeah, 90, possibly 92.
I don't remember. I remember the sale. The auction sale was so sad. There were my dad had stuff everywhere in that garage. It had an attic in it up in the top, and it was stuffed full, like stuffed full. All right, so I'm gonna put this one flat.
It's kind of stuff that you'd
And
find in
pop
cracker
this one.
barrels, hanging up on the wall.
Yeah.
Old metal oil cans. And
So he even had he used to tree cut too, and he had the 2-man ones where it took 2 men to operate this chainsaw. And yeah. All right, let's see. This one we'll do flat. And then this one I'll pop. We're in the middle. Okay, now let's get this down. See if I can do it without getting everything all stuck everywhere else.
Beth Cole says, hello, Linda.
Hey. Welcome. We're just doing something simple. And like I said, I challenge you guys to, if you haven't done it, to find a picture of your childhood home.
Oops, that one fell down on your picture or on your layout.
Find a picture of your childhood home and write a memory or 2 or 10.
Yeah, Linda's got 11 pages. She's only showing
Yeah.
one on there. So you're gonna put them underneath and have them where you flip through it.
Yeah, I've got a waterfall. So what I'm using, I think what I'm using for waterfall, if it worked, they're made by We Are Memory Keepers. I got them at Scrapmania. There's like, I say 20, and I have 4x4 and I have 4x6.
You use
So,
your washi tape
if-
and you can
Well,
layer it. And
if I'll use the 4x6 probably, unless I can figure out how to do 4x4, but I'll probably use the 4x6. And if it doesn't quite fit in there, I'll scrapbook it. Okay, got them all peeled except for this one. And then we'll get it together.
come together.
So also too, back to the little church that we had in town. I remember the Christmas program.
Your dad and grandfather and uncle.
They built it. Yes, they did. And there was questions because the old church that was there had a baptistry, and they didn't put one in the new church. Actually, we went to Lee's church to
in the big
get
city of
baptized.
Prophetstown.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to put this all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to leave a little bit of space there. Okay.
Is it get sticky?
Sticky. Okay, we're going to put this one here. And then, uh-oh, I put that on the wrong side. Oops. Well, good thing this stuff rubs off, so we'll get it put back on the right way. This is supposed to be here. I'm surprised you guys didn't catch that.
I wonder why. I thought maybe you're gonna have a different color. So
I was. I don't know why I did it there. I should have looked for the inking. Once I saw it was inked, I'm like, uh-oh. There, rubs right off. I love the ATG glue for that. It does stick after a while, so.
now I got it right now.
No, don't say that. No, no, no. No, don't say that. That one. No. That one. Cool beans. All right, we're still there. We gotta put this one down. Of course, I'll go back and I'll do some doodle work. I think do you remember who did if you're still on, who did the layout that did this and they actually stitched on the leaves?
Are you asking Gail or
Yeah.
Deborah?
Gail or Deborah, either one of you girls. Which one? If you're still on here. And that's gonna go there. And I think I'm gonna
Maybe I did
pop
that with
this
my
one.
kid. Is that where you remember it from?
What?
I did that on mine, didn't I?
It didn't have a kit. You're silly. All right. So
Betsy
those are
Johnson said, I've been looking for the pink ATG, but I can't find it. Is
the
there something similar?
okay. So yes and no. So if you have an ATG, you can get the refills at Scrapmania. Just look on their Facebook page and there's a shopping site.
Gun.
But if you want the gun, they don't make it anymore. Okay. Sorry to say they don't make it.
But you can find them used though online sometimes. Somebody might.
Very rarely, but you probably can. Okay, I'm gonna go
Gail
ahead and
said,
get
I
these
think
to-
Mary stitched it, and Deborah said Mary stitched it with her sewing machine.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I absolutely loved it. I found my sewing machine, so I get to stitch now too again. I've missed it. So talk about stitching. My mom had an old treadle where you used your feet like this to sew with. She didn't get an electric machine until I was a teenager. She even made my first prom dress, which I still have. And remember that picnic basket I told you about? I still have that. And there's just some things that stick in my memory that I just can't get
Well,
rid of.
speaking of stick, if anybody else knows for Betsy's question about finding one of these pink ATG guns, if you have any ideas or you've seen somewhere,
Yes.
let everybody
So
know.
to answer your question, something similar, there is one by Scrapbook Adhesives, the same one that makes the little pop-up things. And it's red. It's not exact, but it's close. But you have to fill the whole cartridge up, okay? So you replace the cartridge, not just the tape. Where the ATG, you fill the tape. I wish they'd come back out again. I know there's been a lot of requests for it for sure. All right. So this is going to go here. Make sure I got it straight. And this is going to go underneath.
Can you believe tomorrow's Friday and Thanksgiving's almost here?
I know. I get so excited though.
Buying turkey today at Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie store. I'm so excited though because our son and our daughter and son-in-law and the grandkids are coming down. So excited. And
then son's coming
and for Christmas. Yes. Okay. This. Put this here.
Santa wears shorts in Florida.
Yes. Okay.
Deborah says, I have the yellow ATG gun, which is even older than the pink.
Oh my gosh.
Still available.
The yellow one? Where do you get that, Deborah? Yeah, I've not seen it.
She said it's the Scotch ATG 700.
Huh. Interesting.
I saw that before at somewhere we were at.
Really?
Yes. I said,
where did you see that?
It was at a store we're at. I don't remember if it was a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or something. Oh, I know where it was. It was at a Hobby Lobby back where they do a lot of their stuff back here. I said, yeah, look at this, Linda. Here's some of those. And it was the yellow color Scotch ATG 700. It's a little bit more heavier duty than this.
So I found this. I love this. I have a bigger one too, but I found that today and I'm like, oh, it's got to go home. All right. So this one.
Our son-in-law shared with us that this is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Or this week anyway. I don't know, for those of you
okay, it's time to change
when that went down up in Lake Superior in that area.
For those of you
it was Lake Superior
who have trouble with your ATG gun, we're loading it. We're going to show you how to do that. Take all this off. Throw it in the trash. Oh, get it off my finger.
Get it off. Get it off. Get it off.
Stuck to my finger. Okay. We'll cut this open.
We had Thanksgiving tonight. We had ham balls, green bean casserole, and stuffing.
Okay, what is a ham ball?
A ball of ham.
I have never had a ham ball. Have you had a ham ball?
Yeah, you grind it up and you roll it, kind of like a meatball, but you do it with ham.
What? Are you serious? You're being straight with me. Okay, tear it off. And you want it so that it's on this side.
But you could have a baseball, you could have a basketball, you could have a football. You just stuck something on the side of your gun.
Okay. Go across the top, push the button, hold the button in till you get it over here. And then you wrap it.
Says that the pink ATG, like what you got, was a smaller version of a large tape gun that is used for framing.
Are you serious? They make one bigger?
The heavy duty ATG, but
go through those grooves.
And to use quarter-inch tape since it uses half-inch.
I have never. I can't imagine having one bigger.
Where they do the picture frames that I saw at Hobby Lobby. It had a Scotch ATG 700.
I can't imagine using something bigger.
Said yes, they're delicious. See, I knew what a ham ball was.
Didn't know a ham ball.
You'll need a spacer.
A spacer?
Yeah, because it uses half-inch tape. So if you want to use the quarter-inch tape like you got to have something take up the space when it's on, so it'll.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, it's an engineering solution.
Interesting. Okay. So right about here. And then this one's going to go right about there.
In fact, probably Gail and or Deborah could actually acquire those and sell them to you guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to come down just a little. So I'm at the bottom. Oh, absolutely love this, guys. Absolutely love it. And then I got to make my little butterfly. I think of what we're going to do him out of. Okay, there's that. And a little green leaf. Where'd my other birdhouse? Oh, there it is. It's like, oh, I lost my birdie. All right, here we go. And then
Best tell you
stick
put up
right-
there what Deborah said. It's a Scotch ATG 700. That's 7 double aught, or aught.
Okay. This one I'm going to put flat. I'm going to go right here. And this one,
And Deborah
I'm
said
gonna
she still finds the 1/2 inch tape for the yellow ATG.
unbelievable. Guys, you're teaching me something I did not know. Okay, so I'm going to put it there.
You just never asked me. I was the
For
one
now.
seen them.
All right, this one, I'm going to pop this one. My little bitty ones. Where did the little bitty ones? There they are. I'm still using 0.04 tonight, guys. I'm not using. Gotta get the tweezers. They're sticky.
Gail says, I used to use a large tape gun at a scrapbooking store I worked at 20 years ago. I was thrilled when the smaller pink gun came out. It's easier for me to control with my small hands.
I can't imagine anything bigger than this because this took me a while to get it to work. I mean, literally,
It's out there, honey. You just gotta
wow.
You gotta live.
I live a sheltered life. What can I say?
Yep. Well,
Oh my goodness.
Johnny Pitrod says, I love the Creative Memories jumbo tape gun when they had them in stock. Scrapbook Adhesives has something very similar and much cheaper.
Yeah, that it's red, and you can use different types of the adhesive in it. Okay, here we go. Now, for those of you who are new to Kiwi Lane, you can just stay with just the templates and create with them. Or if you have little gems and flowers and all that, you can add that also. I think we'll put them over like that under the roof. Yeah. Okay. So we got to do more.
Bowles does have a question
Shoot.
that might be
Shoot.
important here. She said that a lot of her pictures she had are, I gotta move it down so I can read it now. Of her family are on Polaroids. Remember the Polaroids?
Oh my gosh, yes. I come across a box of them.
Do I mount them the same way?
Yes. So your Polaroids, do not take and separate them.
That's
If
what I was going to ask. I remember
do
people used to
not.
peel it off.
Yeah, no, don't do that. They'll fade, okay? Just scrap them like they are. The other option you can do is you can either scan them or take a picture of them and reprint them, okay? You can do that.
And enhance it.
And then, yeah,
it.
do whatever you want to with that. But do not separate them. I'm just looking to see if there's anything in this one.
I always thought that's what you had to do.
Nope. Okay, I'm going back to this other one. Let's see what we got. We're looking for something for. We can see how old it is. Look at that. The tape's actually deteriorating.
Chris Sheaton says, hi, Lee and Linda. Did you say you do the journaling on your phone?
Yes. So you go, if you have an iPhone, you go to the notes. That looks like a little note piece of paper, and make a new one and just type what you want. And then I printed these on 4x6. Easy peasy. Ooh, that's a cool color.
Gail said you can still buy the large tape guns from framing supply stores online. She said, I'm not sure if they're still yellow. She says, because I haven't looked at them recently.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, some glitter.
I'm going to
put I like that one.
Christian's comment up there so people can see that.
Oh, I like that one. That first one.
Beth says scanning works for her. Thanks, Linda.
Yep. There, this one. Ooh, yeah, I like that one for the butterfly. So if you have specialty paper, these little bitty pieces is great for that. Okay, so I want it this direction. Slide it off, slide it under, flip it over. Slide, flip. And then I'm going to make a double one for this side, okay? So we'll trace one.
Lisa S. says the Fairway grocery store makes ham balls in the meat department.
Unbelievable.
They use Cookies barbecue sauce in them, and they are very good.
Huh.
You never
Oh, no. I've had ham salad where mom used to use bologna. Okay, so we've traced it that way, right? Now I'm going to flip it over and line up his little body and trace it this way. And it's going to give me a whole butterfly. Kiwi Lane thinks of everything. So now I have a whole one and a half a one. Cut these out. All right. Let's see, Lee, what else? Oh, I remember when Lee had a Nova, a green Nova.
66.
It rode like a lumber wagon, but it made a bunch of noise. And when we lived probably about a quarter of a mile down from the main highway, possibly.
Something like it.
Yeah. My mom could hear him coming and she would yell, Lee's coming. And oh, that's cute.
Lisa S says, well, think of meatloaf made with ground ham. That does sound good.
No, it
Bonnie Sue says, hello.
Hello.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could do that. I like my ham with a slice of ham.
Well, this is you take the big ham, not
grinding it up though,
not
and
big deli ham. It's
I know, but grinding it up and making a ham ball out of it.
or a ham salad. That's
yeah, but that's cold, and this was made out of my folks made it out of bologna. They didn't.
well, I mean, ham salad made with ham. I've had that.
Yeah, and it's not good.
No,
Not as good as bologna.
Bonnie Sue said that she's from Las Cruces. That's New Mexico.
Hello,
and I think we're going through New Mexico here because I'm going to be looking for green guy. He's not far from.
He's so funny.
Las Cruces is right off I-10 there. We've been through there, and
I'm not looking forward.
I saw a lot of trees there, and I don't know if they're nut trees like pistachios or something, but. And the other thing
maybe
is,
almonds.
what's that company I get almost daily? Has peppers. You can get the good peppers that I like from.
I don't know.
That way.
I have no idea. Oh, golly, it feels good to get into my stash, guys.
She said they're pecan trees.
There we go. Okay. Now, a little trick on the double butterfly. What I like to do is I like to keep the body flat, and I like to fold the wing on one side of the body and then fold it on the other side of the body. Now, it will go flat a little bit in the book once you put it in there, but you see how it just kind of gives it a little bit of a flutter, but it'll actually pop up a little bit in your book too. Okay, so there's that one. All right,
And we don't do it tonight, but I have seen Linda do that and use vellum to make it look like the wings actually moving.
I saw a reddish color for the heart.
There's a lot of different shades of red.
All right, got to make little hearts from the templates. There's the 1. Here's the 2. All right, we got to do this. 1 here. And then I got to do the little one. Okay. And I'm going to
remember, for any of you that have to drop off or may have dropped off, or if you got friends, you can watch the replays of this.
Yes, you can. All right, I'm going to take the brown from the tree, and we're going to make, since we didn't use brown over here, right? I'm going to put the brown on the bottom
of the little house.
So I have a little brown on one side and a little brown on the other.
It's really nice when you listen to my training that I do before we do this.
Yeah.
To use the right things and get that, that balancing, that
symmetry. Oh, I know, right? I know.
And the way I have such good color paletations.
Guys, he can't match socks to his pants.
They don't have to match your pants, do they?
Okay. We're not going to go there. That's the point. You don't have to. And you may, I'm not going to say anything. God did not bless him with
A color.
a color palette. That's why you married
My
me.
creative side of my brain didn't develop quite like the other side.
But he's smart at a lot of other things where I'm not. Like directions, you can tell me which way is north. That don't mean nothing. I have no conception of direction.
Well, it's
None
about
whatsoever.
180 some miles is Havana, Cuba.
This is so cute. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Hope you guys are thinking about what you can do with your homestead. You know, I will tell you though, it was kind of sad when I went back for the first time and the grass had grown.
After your folks worked
Yeah,
there
the
all
grass had
quite a bit,
grown so much.
and the paint was all peeled
It
off.
was not good. Okay.
Whoever bought it, they never took care of it.
No, I'm looking for a color to put on that house.
But it looks better than our house did Comanche we used to live in.
Yeah, I give you that.
That burnt to the ground.
Oh, here we go. Here it is.
It's now like a park today.
I don't like that. I'm going to try one more color here.
No way, you can't use that.
Yes, I'm going to use that one. I don't want that one. Nope. That one could be good. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Grab a different booklet.
I want looking for a green is what I want. I want a certain type of green.
Like an olive green?
Ooh, that one's not bad. This is kind of a pearly color, but I want a little more brighter, I think.
That's bright.
That's bright. That's real
Too
bright. There, that one's good.
That's what you were looking for.
That works. All right, let's just make, here's that little bitty one. Let's make a roof for that one.
My roof's got a hole in it.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Around.
All right, here we go. This way.
Oh.
Now you can do two different things. You can make the roof thin, or if you wanted to, you could make the whole thing go across and put your heart up there. But what I'm doing is okay, so I've made this piece, and to actually make the inside, then I'm going to pull it down just a bit and make that line again.
Where we're at, you need tile roofs. So you should make it tile.
Make it tile. I know you guys probably can't see that.
Love your pages.
Oh, thank you. I love scrapbooking. I was at first, okay, we got to tell you, Lee and I were sitting here at 7:00 waiting for Susan to let us on. And then we realized that it was actually 8:00 that we started.
Yeah, because it's 7:00 Central Time, and we thought it was 7:00 Eastern.
Yeah. So we were sitting here for an hour. We're panicking. We're like, oh no, nobody's gonna be on tonight, or they're gonna be on. We're not gonna be there.
7. We're like, oh my gosh.
And then we figured out it was 8.
Oh, it's at 8 is what it says online.
And
well, what has it always been? We went back and looked at the old ones. They were all 8:00 too. So.
And then Susan forgot to tell David to let us on because she was busy at a retreat. And yeah, so we were a little late. But we appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. It really means a whole lot to us that you guys like what we do. And because we appreciate each and every one of you more than you will know. I haven't used my glue press.
You did
Time to use. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
I watched you screw the.
Where did I do it?
Because you set it upside down over there, and I thought.
What did I use it on?
It was something over here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm trying to think what I used the glue on. All right, Twizzlers. Name my Twizzlers.
Might have been the blue roof on the house thing.
Nope, that's popped up.
Okay, yeah, you used it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you use it on this? But
nope, I did not. I don't know where I used it.
Yeah, because you had it right over.
I think you're imagining it.
Oh no.
Did I ink that?
I saw it.
I don't know if I did or not. Oh, here. See, I didn't cut this quite right.
We have witnesses.
Guys, did I use the glue?
Oh, I know what it was. The what? Forever.
No, it's got pop-up.
It was something.
Imagining it. You're imagining it.
Beth Cole says, I remember the Grinch you created with Kiwi Lane, but you use Christmas ornaments. Any plans for scrapping out of the box?
Yes. I'm working on.
Thank you, Bunny. She said, yes, you did use your glue gun. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I better ink it.
Ruby said, I love watching you guys. I was really sorry to hear you were sick Sunday and couldn't be on.
Ugh. It was awful. And then we were going to do it Monday night, and I was no better on Monday night.
Because we told Stacy, we thought, well, let's just try it, and we'll probably won't get a lot of people, but she still had the headache.
Yeah,
Bunny
it did
said,
not go.
sorry, Linda.
Nobody, where did I put it? That's the whole thing. Where did I put the glue? I'm trying to look.
Well, that's just relevant or important. You used it.
I don't remember.
I remember because you had it sitting upside down, and the first thing I thought was, oh, you don't have the pillow out that it goes on.
Yeah, I have no idea what I used it on.
Well, you had it, and then you didn't for a bit, and then you found it. So it must.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
what it was.
Okay, so we got this one down.
Maybe it was the little green leaves or something.
No.
It was small what you did it on.
No.
Gail said.
Oh, I did it on the Forever. That's
what
it.
I said earlier, and Gail said you also used it on the blue glue press on the blue roof.
I'll take you guys' word for it.
You have to, because that's what happened.
Okay. So now we got to put these little guys down. Well, I can't put that one down because I want to put my.
So
I'm
at least
bad.
you're using it.
I'm bad. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Yeah, I hear the dog.
Snort.
I hear the dog. Guys, I wish I could turn the camera so you could see her. It is hilarious.
Eyes are kind of rolled back at her head. She just snoring like crazy.
Okay, so we'll stick this little guy down. All right.
Should I go over and just
No.
wake her up?
Do you want to get bit? No. Absolutely not. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to doodle. I've got some little bitty flowers here. And I've got these. I still have some of these left, but I think I'm going to use the little bitty ones. Okay. So remember, I told you if you have anything in your stash, like these little flowers I use them a lot.
And just to kind of help explain, we got on late tonight because it is after 10 o'clock, so we apologize. Well, I guess we've been recording over about an hour, 50 minutes.
Okay,
So.
well, I'm just about done here. I'm going to do 3 little dots on each one. This just fell out of the package, and this looks so cute. Look at the 3 inside there.
And it's hard to make a mistake. I mean, it's all of them work.
What do you mean, make a mistake? Who makes a mistake?
No, you can use anything, and it looks good with Kiwi Lane.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You can do it on, but like you said, the flowers fell out. They all match. I mean, you can make anything look good.
Oh no.
And you're using the glue again.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That I do know. I just couldn't remember doing it, but that's nothing unusual for me. Oh, look at that. The 3 little flowers in there. I am loving it.
So what kind of flower is that trying to represent?
I have no idea. Just a little flower.
Well, it's got a tri-type center with
You gonna try and figure it out?
triceratops.
No, that's a dinosaur.
Triceratops.
Crazy. You're crazy. Okay. So we'll push those down. I love those.
You can hear that over here?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I hear it. Okay. So then I'm going to take 2 that match. That's pretty close. Let's see what this one is. So, oh, these are plain ones. That'd be good. I'm going to put one on each.
Be nice of me a little bit.
That it is. What?
The flowers are kind of big.
No, they're not. Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Yes.
Okay. I got it now.
Call me.
I got it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute, guys. So cute. Let's put one over here. Let's put a sparkly one.
The doodle
right here.
Put a lot to it also.
Yeah. I'm going to put the date though. I think that'll look really good. Okay. That's it.
Got a bit of glue on the paper right there.
Oops. Sorry. Thank you. Okay.
You still have to dry and
That's it, guys. we got this thing done. I might put a little gem or two. I've got these little enamel dots. Let's grab one of these real quick. Whoops.
And there's destruction.
There's destruction. All right, so this is Pink and Maine.
So you
Enamel
got
dots. These are not my homemade ones.
that butterfly moved.
Yeah, I know. He's because I can't put it down until I put my waterfall. But let's see which one looks. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one's pretty. Let's do the light green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off not the small one, and not the big one, but the middle one. Okay, I'm going to take this one off. Loosen it a little bit. And put this on the head.
And what do you call those? Pinchers?
Tweezers.
Tweezers?
On glitter, sometimes they don't like to stick, so if you have to use a little glue, that's okay. And then I'm going to take 2 of the smaller ones are the same color, get it started, and put it down his body. 1. I like to work in odds. I don't know about you guys, but
She chose me.
or should I say you chose me? Okay. Come on. All right. And we got 3. Look how that just sparkled that little guy up. And then we'll put 1 of the medium on his head and 2 on his little body. You guys hear her snoring? Oh my goodness, she's loud.
Yeah, it kind of makes your eyes get heavy, don't
Just a little bit. Been a long day. We were up early again today.
Guess
Our
what?
neighbor,
We're going to be up earlier tomorrow.
our neighbor was going back to California, and they put stuff in our refrigerator until they're not coming back until February. And so we got up early, saw them off. They're brand new this year to our
The
neighbor.
community here.
Yes.
And they're getting some work done on their coach, so yeah, take and drop it off over at the shop, and Linda's gonna go pick it up and drive
Yeah,
it
I'm gonna
back.
drive their coach back. But it's on a Spartan chassis, so I'm familiar with that because that's what ours is on.
Beth Cole says, "I love it, Linda. This is adorable. Can't wait to see your waterfall."
Okay. There we go. All right, we are done. We are going to let you guys go for the evening. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope that you have learned to appreciate your childhood home, and maybe you will take the challenge and forever a memory is what it was called. And I've got Levin on there, and I will actually post in the community what I wrote. Okay, it might be a little long. You can read it if
It's
you want.
11 pages.
If you don't want to read it, that's fine. But I'll post what I wrote so you guys can see it.
And it's still in progress, though, too. If you don't have it all done yet.
So anyway, we do appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope that you have enjoyed tonight as much as we have. And until we see you guys again, happy scrapping, everybody.
Nikki said, "Thanks, y'all."
I'll let you shut us down. Can you? All right, perfect. All right, night, guys.
Done.
How long were we? 10 minutes over.
Yeah, but you were just a little bit under 2 hours because we got started 15 minutes late.
How do I close this?